Hello and welcome to the next part of my Let's Play of A Simple Quest. We're starting level 4 now. And remember the little tip we got from the old lady? We're going to go unlock the south before the north. That means the southern part of the map. And you will know what the southern part of the map is when you see the map. And don't worry, I don't think there's any danger of you not knowing the north and the south. Before you accidentally open the wrong door. You should get the map in time. Interesting little, or frustrating little, oh that's right, I can't go that way. I know the shape of the map, I know I don't have a bomb there. Interesting little tidbit, before recording the last session, I had to replay everything in the session before that because for some reason it didn't save that progress. I know I wanted to emulate the original Zelda when I, have the same feel as the original Zelda, but that's not really what I had in mind. Yes, this is how you open the shutters. Now, this is something you may not have figured out on your own, but it's not that hard to get. Yeah, I know. Boop, 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 you got hit. And if I made it that convoluted to get into, you know there must be something in there. I can't remember if it's a map or the compass or... blah, blah, blah. Good thing they can't kill me. I'd be toast. Oh yeah. Okay, so here you get, in this level, you get the power bracelet and the red candle. Hence the darkened rooms now, because you're getting the red candle, so you're probably going to want it. You're probably going to want it because of the darkened rooms. I mean, yeah, you can use the blue candle, but... yeah, I guess you don't really need the red candle for the darkened rooms, but... it's kind of a hint that you're going to get it, because, hey, what do we use to undarken rooms? A candle! Well, what are we going to get here? A candle. Oh. Yes. Oh, never mind. I'll tell you that later. I was thinking of something else I wanted to tell you, but like I said, I'll tell you later. Did I have a push block in here anywhere? Oh, that's another thing. I don't always put push blocks where you'd expect them. Because again, too easy. You don't have to think about that. Why would you want to not think about a Zelda game? Although I don't think I have any here. So, don't always assume like the blocks in the center of the room are the push blocks. The corner blocks could be. I could have a room with like 20 blocks in it, and you have to figure out which block it is. Because I'm just that brutal. But does anyone know how to make it so these guys don't respawn every single time? I cannot figure out how to do that. Same with the Zols. I cannot figure out basically any of those guys that always come back, even if you only go one room away. Cannot figure out how to make them not do that. I feel like in the original game they didn't do that, but I'm not sure. Boom. There's a few eccentricities of Z-Quest / Zelda Classic that I'm a little confuzzled about because they don't really follow true to the original game. Oh, you're not getting my shield, buddy. You ain't getting my shield. See? You didn't get my shield. Da, 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 da. Remember, if we see any locked doors in the northern part of the map, we don't want to open them. That's bad. Oh no, I don't get the red candle here. No, never mind. No, I get the ladder in this level. That's right. No. Yeah, it is a red candle. That's right. I get the ladder in level 5. Yeah, I'm all confuzzled. I do want to go this way, but I actually want to go... I think I want to go this way first. I know, I could use the extra buttons to switch. I don't know why I keep using the sub-screen. Old habits die hard, I guess. Get you out of my way. Vires, you vile vires. Okay, yeah, I do want to go. Oh, crap. This is not easy room to kill them in because there's not a heck of a lot to hide behind. And as I said before, I really suck at not dying in Legend of Zelda. to recoup my losses from the old battle axe. Old greedy battle axe. Won't pay me for it. Give me any information unless I pay her everything. 40 rupees for info, you greedy old hag. I mean, up, down, left, right. Okay, it's gotta be the other one. I said it's got to be the other one. It's gotta be. There you go. Okay, why did I have you go in there just to go out? It's gotta be. There you go. There you go. Not a red herring. There's a reason for it. Okay. Not entirely capricious with my level design. That's. Ugh, see, if I had the ladder, I'd have an easy time fighting those guys. I could just stand in the water. That's still an easy time because they can't get me. That's right. But if I didn't have a sword beam, well, I guess I could use a bomb, but it's a waste of bombs, and you have to have your timing just right. It's fine. Little treasure there waiting us. I'm gonna try not being a coward and cowering in the doorway for as much of this game as I can get by with. They'll have you know, yeah, I'm a coward. Now, an interesting thing about the mechanics of Z Quest is the way it spawns enemies. Okay, I've already been in the room. You see, if you haven't built a level in Z Quest, if you've only played the games, or maybe you even haven't played the games, maybe you just stumbled across looking for Zelda videos. If you haven't used Z Quest, when you place enemies in a room, there's an order of the enemies going. I can't remember what the numbers, but let's say you have 5 enemies. You have enemies 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So anyways, the order. If I kill an enemy in the room, let's say I have like 5 different kinds of enemies, and I kill one of them, and then I leave the room and come back. Well, that enemy might not necessarily, that specific enemy, that type of enemy, might not necessarily be gone. And it's because of the way Z-Quest spawns your enemies. It spawns the enemies in order 1 through 5. And it doesn't do it by what enemies are left in the room, it does it by how many enemies are left in the room. Which means, if I have 5 different kinds of enemies and I kill enemy number 3, I leave the room and I come back, enemy number 3 is going to be there still. Enemy number 5 will be gone because, again, Zelda Classic is going, okay, there were 5 enemies in this room. I don't need the light for this. There were 5 enemies in the room. He killed one. There's 4 left, so I'll spawn 4 enemies, but I'm going to spawn the first 4 enemies. I'm not going to spawn the one that he killed. Like, I'm not going to spawn the ones he didn't, the specific enemies he didn't kill, just the number of enemies he didn't kill. Now, why this matters, other than the fact that this I don't believe is consistent with the original Zelda, is if you have an unkillable enemy like a bubble in a room, and you put it like 3rd or 4th, if you kill, say, and let's say I put him number 3, and no, let's say I put him last, and I kill one of the bad guys. Because the bubble was was the last number, since the bubble is enemy number 5 and I killed an enemy and I only have 4 enemies left, when I come back the bubble is gone and is replaced by, well, enemy number 4. So if I don't place bubbles first, and I kill, and the player kills something in the room, when they come back, the bubble will be gone. And I don't really, you probably don't want that, because you want the bubble to be an obstacle. So always place your bubbles or anything else that you don't want disappearing in your first slots, so that they'll always be there when you come back. Okay, we're gonna pause. We're gonna pause for a second because I'm gonna run out of my 10 minutes, and then we'll pick this up. I don't know why I tell you. I'm going to edit this anyways. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, so you always want to put your bubbles first. And remember what we said, open the south before the north. We're in the north, we don't want to unlock that room or we're going to have a problem later on. But the interesting thing about this is it provides a certain strategy for the players. I mean, granted, the player doesn't know what order the enemies are in the room, but here's the thing. And it's also a thing to think about when you're designing your levels, how, if you want to allow your players to have the strategy or not. If I put, let's say I have a room full of enemies, and I put the hard enemies, I put the easy enemies first. Let's say I put like some Zols first in the list, and then I put hard enemies like Dark Nuts later in the list. What that allows a player to do is, say, go into the room, kill those Zols, right? Which are at the top of the list, remember. Leave the room, come back, and now those Dark Nuts, the harder enemies, have been replaced by Zols, because remember, Zelda Classic is going to spawn the number of enemies left in the room in the order the enemies are listed, not the specific enemies you didn't kill. So that's a little strategy you might try out in some Zelda Classic games, if the quest designer didn't think to compensate for that. And also, if you're building a quest and you don't want the player to be able to do something like that, i.e. get rid of the easy enemies, get rid of the hard enemies by killing the easy enemies, leaving them coming back and having them replaced by easy enemies, which you can do in at least a couple of the rooms in my quest. If you want to avoid that, put your hard enemies first. So if they get all clever and they think they're slick, and if your player thinks they're slick and kills the easy enemies, leaves the room to come back, they won't find easy enemies to come back to. They're going to find hard enemies to come back to. So it takes that little strategy away from them. But again, that all depends on how you want to design your quest. Maybe you want the player to figure out that if I kill the easy enemies and leave, I come back, I'll have only easy enemies. Then that's fine. That's all up to you. But again, if you don't want the player to be able to do that, make sure you place your easy enemies after your hard enemies. Especially since the player is most likely going to fight off the easy enemies first and get them out of their way to fight the hard enemies. Okay, room locked, so this is how you open the doors. Yeah, this one's not pushable. And yeah, we want to go south. Remember, you want to unlock south first. So we'll go south to get to the locked doors in the south. Why am I doing that? I don't need anything. Sorry, I keep pausing, I keep pulling the subscreen down, thinking that I'm going to need an item there, and I don't. And even then, again, I have the extra buttons I can use. So silly me. Okay, I missed a key somewhere, didn't I? I must have. Or does the key appear here? Maybe the key's here. I can't remember. I haven't used any tribbles yet, but I do start using tribble enemies later on. I started using the harder enemies a lot later in the quest than I probably should have. I mean, the harder enemies in the dungeons. The overworld, when you get to the second overworld, the crap hits the fan, things get real, and you have much more difficult enemies to fight. Okay, what did I miss? Where did I miss a key? I don't think there's anywhere I can bomb in this room. The only place I could bomb is north, and of course that doesn't make any sense because there's a locked door to take me to. What am I, stupid? Don't answer that. Okay, I missed a key somewhere. I'm so mean putting those traps there. Okay, we get a backtrack. I'm gonna find the key. I know, what room did I go to? What rooms have I not been to? Oh, there's a room I haven't been to. That's probably where my key is. Room right to the, yeah. If you didn't see on the map, well, you can figure it out. There's a room I did not go to, so let's go back and take care of that little issue. And I think I have him set to not return, so I don't have to worry about that coming back. I don't feel like taking time to fight you guys. I just want to go get my key and move on with my life. Is that asking so much? I don't think so. I keep forgetting the extra button. You're probably getting really frustrated and go, why does he just use this extra button to switch? Or I'm using a controller, so it's on my shoulder buttons. Again, it's just old habits die hard from playing the original Zelda. Okay, we know where my key must be. Okay, it's gotta be down here. Got to be. I didn't do something evil. Okay. I didn't do something evil like put a mini boss to get the key. I do that in later levels, but I clearly did not do that here. Okay. Oh, but that's a compass. Where the hell did I put the other key? Okay, let's think. Think. I've been everywhere. What the flipping crap? What am I missing? What the hell, Michigan, did I miss? Okay, this... Oh, that's right. I know what it is. Okay. Silly me. I know what I did. I'm sorry. Well, as you can see, even as the quest designer, I still can't do everything in this quest with ease because I did actually make some cleverness to these levels. I don't think that's a real phrase, is it? I made some cleverness. See, I remembered my my shoulder buttons this time. Shoulder buttons. This is going to be a longer video because I'm not going to finish this in the next 3¼ minutes. Now, I said I didn't want to go there because I gotta open the southern doors first. Well, I do have to open the southern doors first, but I still want to go over there into that right-hand room because that is where my keys are, over that end. I made this from a little bow tie, as you may have noticed from the map. All you Doctor Who fans out there. It's actually interesting map design to try to fill out and make strategic. I just kind of made the bow tie design on a whim without any real plan as to what I was going to do with said bow tie. So when I got it, I said, okay, so there's a place where you get bottlenecked right here. How do I use this as a challenge? I don't know why I'm trying to kill all these guys. I don't think there's anything in this room. Oh wait, no, there might be a key. A lot of my keys are clear the room kind of thing, so. Yeah, and there's no slash in this game. Again, I tried to stick very similar to the original game mechanics. So yeah, there's no slash in this game. Sorry if you like the slash, but there's no slash. The maneuver or the singer. I don't know which you'd be more disappointed about not having. But yeah, I'm going to be a coward here and cower in the doorway and wait for them to come to me. Because I'm just that much of a coward. And that is a permanent disabling bubble. Yes, it is. Oh, come on. Okay, fine. I'll do the bomb thing. But see, I have to use a bunch of bombs to do that, and I may need them later, so it's not the best strategy. And they'll come to the door eventually. Oh, there was no key here? I killed you for nothing? And this is what you have to do if you go north first. If you unlock that one of the northern doors first, you need to buy that key. You just do. Like, if you didn't go that way first and you went around and you opened that door, yeah. So if you didn't get the clue outside, outside from the old lady, if you never found that, well, you'd eventually figure out that there's a specific order to open the doors in. Now, there is an upside, though, even if you don't, say, open doors in the wrong order, yeah, there is still a plus to that key being there. Since, as I said, except with that exception, there are as many keys as there are locked doors up through level 8. If you buy that key, even though you don't need it for this level, you have an extra key in the in the future, in case you have difficulty in a future level finding the keys. But it only helps you for one key, and then if you miss the key, so if you never find that key you couldn't find there, then you're stuck. You're very, well, not stuck. You're back where you were before you bought the key here. I mean, if you really feel like come back to this level, traversing through all these rooms to buy a 250 rupee key, more power to you. Feel free to do it, but I don't think you're gonna want to go through that. See, I was trying not to be a coward, but I'm back to cowardice again. Cowering in the doorways. I mean, I guess it's a legitimate strategy, but it is kind of the coward's way out, I admit. I'm going to wait for him to come this way. Slightly cowardly, but not really. This is more strategy. Because, again, in the original Zelda, you could not just cower in the doorways and stab at things because, well, you could use your weapons on in the doorways, like you can in this. But you could go out in the room and duck behind blocks. Okay, now, I know what you're going to think. What you're probably thinking when you get here. Oh, the boss is up there. Now, we shall see, shan't we? So, want to see what's up there? Shall we? As my friend Glenn would say, let's shall. Oh no! There's nothing here! What happened? What happened is, this is a false room. You can't see it on the map, but you're not really in the room you think you're in. You're in a room that's just kind of floating up in the middle as a red herring. But the interesting thing is, the room north of this room is the boss room. It's just that this doorway does not take you to the room north of here. There's a duplicate room to the pre-boss room there, and another part of the map with the north-facing door that takes you to the real boss room, up in the corner of the bow tie, up in the upper right corner of the bow tie, where it shows on the map. I'm just cruel. And I confused some people with that one, which I'm kind of proud of. I'll admit, I'm proud to confuse the hell out of people. Which is funny, because the fact of the matter is, if you go through every room, and if you follow every room in the level, you can't not get to the dungeon master, to the boss room. So I'm not really sure how people missed it. I mean, if you have the map, you look at the map, what room have I not been in? Oh, I haven't been in that room. That's got to be where he is. But again, I know, sometimes you don't think of those things. I know I miss stuff all the time, so I really can't be too hard on people who don't find it. We all miss what should be obvious things all the time. Okay, I'm going to kill you guys and see if you give me rupees. No? Well, then you suck. It's going to be this is a longer level. This is where the levels start getting big. So, yeah, I may not always be able to finish. I may not always finish an entire level in one part of a Let's Play, just so you're not sitting here for a half hour watching me play. Unless you want to. But you can always just go to the next video if you want to do that. Ah! Don't like traps. I don't like traps for me. I love traps. Put traps in my level, but I don't like when I encounter them. I guess that makes me a bad person. I'm just cruel. I enjoy your suffering, puny non-quest designer. Puny players. You might be a quest designer. You just didn't design this quest. This is my first quest, by the way. I don't know if I said that. So, some of the little things that you might say, that was a stupid thing to do. Well, live and learn. It was my first quest. And it's things I didn't know how to do. So when I say a simple quest, I'm not really referring to the difficulty of the game. I'm more referring to the fact that I didn't really do anything fancy. Like, I didn't do any scripting. I didn't make any custom bosses because I don't know how. I don't know how yet. I've learned a little bit of how to implement scripts. I'd like to learn how to write my own scripts, but I haven't yet done that. But yeah, fairly simple in that respect. Not in respect of, again, how hard the game is. The game is meant to be difficult. Not impossible, though some might argue it is, just difficult. Okay. This is where your projectiles are your friends. Ah, it was worth it. Back to my standard boomerang. And back to my candle, because to get through. Okay, in this room, well, you can't see it yet, but you'll see the puzzle that there's a puzzle soon. It's a fairly simple puzzle, it really is. It shouldn't take you too long to figure it out. Because kill these keys. And you say, okay, how do I get there? Well, boom! There you go. See? Not that hard. You are not worth killing. You are, because you kept hurting me. No. Boomerang. Ah, nice. Damn it. Damn it to hell, Michigan. Okay, you drop me a fairy. I'm going to have to use my freaking potion. I don't want to use it. Okay. We'll use our potion. Just because I don't feel like dying this level. Da 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 da. No! I meant to use the candle. Son of a bee. Okay, well. I hope I beat my Gleeok on this level without a potion. Well, fortunately, since I can fire from the doorways, as long as I have a sword beam, I can just fire at him from the doorway like a little coward and not get hit. But that's only because he's not a fire-breathing Gleeok. The fire-breathing Gleeoks, unfortunately, can fire their fire directly into the doorways. Oh crap! That's right. Okay, let's take care of this first. I think there's something in here I can use. I don't think I have any red herring rooms in here, so odds are, yeah, there's something I can use if I just kill these little guys. I want to keep my heart meter up all the way, so I have a sword beam when I get to the boss, and that's not going to happen when I go to the other room, and you will see why. Yeah, okay. Oh wait, no, this isn't the room. This isn't the room I was worried about. It's the room below this. Oh, I know I had an extra key. Yeah, that's right. Gotta get the candle on the other end. Oh crap, I've forgotten to... That's right, the power bracelet's in this level too. But oh wait, no, it's up at the north. It's up in the north. I haven't missed it. It's just in a room I shouldn't have opened yet. And I'm not going to beat the quest until I have all my goodies. This guy drops a key, and you need every key in this level except possibly for the one you buy from the old man. And, okay, so to the left is the pre-boss room, which is a clone to the fake pre-boss room up in the north. Okay, somewhere along the line, my my recording cut out. I'm sorry if you missed anything. I don't know where it cut. But, okay, so just as a quick recap, down here, there was a manhandler that I had to kill to get a key, which I'm not going to use for that door just yet. That is the door that goes to the pre-boss room. That's the real pre-boss room. I'm so sorry. But I don't want to replay all that again, because I haven't saved anything yet, which means if I wanted to redo that, I have to replay the whole level, and I'm not doing that. I've already had to replay a level 2 levels once in this Let's Play. I'm not going through that again. You didn't miss anything big. I think you saw my clever little puzzle to get the key. I hope you did. My clever little puzzle to get a key. Okay, where the hell am I? Oh, that's right, I had to bomb. I know what I gotta do now. Sorry about this. I know you saw this from. I believe I can bomb. And you have to bomb here. Yes, okay. I gotta get back to the north. Oh well, if you didn't see my clever key puzzle, it was really easy. It's basically a room full of keys, and you have, you know, a border like this has a border, and 2 blocks in the middle. You kill the keys, the key pops up, and you go, okay, how do I get the key? Well, there's 4 blocks. Let me get rid of this guy, and then I'll elaborate further. Yeah, so there's die. It's 4 blocks. One like here, one here, and then two directly above those blocks. And so there's a door here. So not only could you not get the key, you couldn't get to this door. So the trick was you had to push the block here, the one up above it, and then it created a pathway that went from here through the center into the center blocks with the key on it, and then down there to where the door was. Ta-da! And like I said, you probably saw it, but I can't remember if you saw it, so because I don't remember if I was still recording. The silly thing is, the border around the screen turns blue when the recording stops, so to let you know that that recording has stopped. And I didn't notice it, probably because I'm focused on the center of the screen, not the edge of the screen. Okay, this is the key room. So yeah, you killed all those keys, and then you could push those the top and bottom left blocks, and it created a pathway through those center blocks to get the key that was on them, and then a path from the center blocks down to the door. Okay, and again, you may or may not have seen it. I don't know. I'm so sorry about that big, huge gap in the recording. Like I said, it's just, I'd have to replay the whole level and record the whole thing all over again. And I don't really think you missed very much, so it didn't seem worth it. I know I could. I was only a few rooms away from where we picked up when I absolutely know I was recording, so yeah, no big loss. I really maybe should just pay for Bandicam, but I'm cheap. And I'm getting a new computer soon, and I will have a built-in screen recorder on it. Windows 10 has a built-in screen recorder, but for some reason, this computer that I'm on right now is incapable of using it. And I used my potion in case you didn't see. Damn it! Okay, is incapable of using the screensaver because of the hardware. I don't know why. I don't know what is so special about Microsoft Screen Recorder that it can't use this computer's hardware when Bandicam can, and it's just recording. Though I do notice with Bandicam there is some trailing that appears in the video. Don't know why. Not really too concerned. It's not that distracting. It's not that big of an issue. But yeah, trailing. Don't know why. Why am I killing these? I don't need to kill these. And since I'm over here anyways, I might as well go unlock the northern doors that are now safe to open, by the way. Perfectly safe to open them now. I've opened all the southern door that I need to open without having to buy a key. What was I saying? But yeah, so once I get my new computer, I can use that screen recorder, and I won't have a time limit. I won't have stupid little errors like that. Just hope I can record Windows and not full screen, because as you probably know, you can't use full screen properly on Zelda Classic in Windows 10. Excuse me, in Windows 10 as of yet. Maybe the next version will fix that. You can try to go full screen, but it's not going to work very well for you. Okay, I'm going to be a coward here. I'm going to use the coward's fighting method because, yeah, I don't feel like dying again. Though, with the white sword, I only need 2 hits on these guys, so it's not as bad. If these were level 3 Dark Nuts, then, oh boy, then I definitely have a challenge. Level 3 or level 4, level 3 Dark Nuts are the Death Nuts. Forget it. I am, yeah, I ain't facing those head on in a room like this, because I'm a coward. A big ol' sissy coward. Okay, red candle, nice and handy. Not 100% necessary at any point in the game, but it makes finding burnable bushes a heck of a lot easier. You don't have to keep leaving the screen to burn it, to use the candle again. Okay, and let's go off and get our power bracelet, and then we can go to our boss, our Gleeok. And I hope I get to him with full sword beam, because I used all my potion. And again, if you missed it because of the screen recording stopping, I used the potion once because I was low on energy, and then I accidentally used it again, the blue potion, unintentionally, and now when I didn't need it at all, and now I have no potion. I just have a useless letter. So yeah, since I suck at not dying in Zelda, I absolutely suck at fighting Gleeoks unless I can cower in the doorway and use my sword beam. What terrible things you must all think of me. A quest designer who sucks at playing Zelda. I'm good at the puzzles. I suck at the fighting and not dying, as I've said before. Da 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 da. Okay, I've already established I don't need to kill all of you, so we're moving right along. Just gonna go on and get our power bracelet. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Up yours, old man. I don't know why I like doing that. Stabbing the old man just to piss him off and make him fire fireballs at me. Now, funny thing is, you really are one room away from the boss. It's just that you can't get to him the way you'd expect to. And yeah, like I said, that confused some people, but again, you need a little of the unexpected to make a game fun and challenging. You know? Everyone expects the unexpected, but no one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Oh wait, that doesn't apply here, does it? Okay, we're getting close on time. I'm going to keep an eye on that so I don't have any other stupid hiccups in this. I am paying attention, I promise you. I hope I don't make a liar out of myself by ceasing to pay attention. 1 minute, 59, 58 seconds, 57, 56, 55, 54. Okay, that's getting distracting. You get the idea. We're running out of time here. I don't have to kill you, so I'm not gonna kill you. Not because I'm merciful, but because I don't want to waste time. I'm merciless. We're getting down on time. Okay, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Don't blow this, God, don't blow this. You've already missed enough of your wonderful game playing and sparkling conversation with yourself. The trouble with Let's Plays, you inherently are talking to yourself. Because you don't know who's watching, and there's no one in the room with you, and you kind of feel silly talking to a computer. But actually, I do a lot of talking to the computer because I make movie commentaries called riffs. If you've ever watched Mystery Science Theater 3000, where they make fun of cheesy movies, the guys from that show create a site called Riff Tracks. And if you're an MST3K fan, you already know this. And on that page, on Riff Tracks, they also make fun of movies. They started out selling MP3 tracks you sync up with the movies, but now they also sell videos of cheap B movies that they could afford the rights to, and they make fun of those too. But they opened the site up to fans making their own riffs. So I started doing that. So I make riffs. The brand is Fire Riffs, and I sell them on Riff Tracks on the iRiff section when I can. And I make fun of movies. So I end up talking to my computer when I'm recording my riff. Of course, right now, for the past year, no one has been able to upload their iRiffs, that's what they call the fan riffs, iRiffs, to the site because they were doing site remodeling and that disabled the upload feature temporarily, supposedly, for a couple of months, we were told. And it's been over a year now. And this happened once before because they don't really prioritize that because it's not their big money maker. I don't really need to go this way, do I? Well, at least I can show you my little puzzle. So yeah. So I've been uploading them, and many of us have, to a site called Gumroad, which is basically a place for artists to sell their art from, different art from music, video, independent film, riffs, and such from there. The trouble is, most people don't know to go there because you have to basically advertise a lot more there on Riff Tracks. The Riff Tracks site, if people want fan riffs, they know where to go. There's a page for that to find them. So you sell from there. But when you have to go someplace else, again, no one really knows to go there except other riffers. So they know to go there and they'll buy your stuff. But not many people. And since there's more fans than riffers, you don't sell nearly as much as you would directly from the site. So anyways, yeah, you go to rifftracks.com. Let's see, what's the URL to get to my page? I think it's /iris/fireriffs. Might be /fireriffs. I can't remember if they changed how that goes since the remodel. You can find my riffs, and or just Google Fireriffs Presents, and you'll be able to find at least one product page, and from there you can find the rest of my riffs. And you can listen to me make fun of movies. And it's not always bad movies. I did do some bad movies, but I also made fun of Terminator 2, which is a good movie, but any movie that takes itself too seriously is usually good for riffing, and action movies almost always fall in the category of taking themselves too seriously. So they make good riffing fodder. Comic book movies are real fun to do too. I've done a lot of comic book movies. I don't have a specific genre that I riff. Some riffers, riff specifically horror movies. Horrific Productions does that. But yeah, I don't have a specific genre, but I do a lot of comic book movies, and I've riffed movies such as I've riffed The Amazing Spider-Man most recently. I've riffed The Incredible Hulk, the Edward Norton version. I riffed Superman Returns, not my best riff, that was my first riff. I've riffed Batman, the Tim Burton Batman, not like the newer Batman movies. And I riffed another one, didn't I? Yeah, but I've riffed non-comic book movies. I riffed Highlander. Why did I go after that? I riffed Highlander 2. I riffed The Wizard. Wonderful little 90-minute Nintendo commercial starring Fred Savage. Yeah, I've riffed several movies. I riffed a movie called Invasion of the Bee Girls. A little 70s sexploitation film. Really bad movie. What else have I done? I've done some short films. Don't Be Afraid, Bicycle Clown, like little short educational films. Oh, This is Hormel. Nice nauseating little trip through the Hormel plant from 1953, I think. So yeah, I've riffed a lot of stuff, and I'm now working on Supergirl, the 1980, I want to say 4 movie with Helen Slater. Terrible movie, but Helen Slater was actually a great Supergirl. It's a shame that she got such a lousy movie to be in. It was one of the first things she did to it. So, like, she was a virtual unknown at the time. So I'm glad for her sake it didn't ruin her career, because she is a good actress. She was a fantastic Supergirl. It is such a shame that it was a bad movie. She was so great in that. But the movie's an absolute joke. And no offense, Helen Slade, I'm really sorry that you got stuck with that. But hey, you still got famous and you got a great acting career out of it. So, it's not all bad. There's a silver lining to it. So yeah, it takes me a while to write them, so I can't really give you a release date. I haven't really started writing it yet. I like to take a little hiatus between riffs because it's a lot of work. I riff on my own. Because most of the riffers work in teams, so there's more than one person. I work alone, so it's a lot of writing, a lot of work. But it's fun. So yeah, it takes me quite a while because you have a joke every 15 seconds usually. So you have a 2.5 hour movie. You can get into over a couple of hundred riffs, a couple hundred jokes you gotta write. Okay, so get in the second half of the map. You cannot get to the eastern side of the map unless you have the power bracelet. So you can do this. Once you get the ladder, of course, you can just cross the river with that. But you don't get that till level 5, which is on the eastern side of the map. So yeah, you absolutely need the power bracelet to get here. Okay, let's go get the blue ring. Why not get the blue ring? Because we can. We'll get the blue ring, and I'll go to level 5, and then we'll call that a section. We'll call that a part. Whatever part this is, I've lost count. Yay, I'm blue! And by that I don't mean sad. Just a little less vulnerable. Unlike people who are blue sad, I am just less vulnerable. I'm just less vulnerable, but not sad. I'm happy. I'm blue, but I'm happy. I'm happy to be blue. Okay, off to level 5. And again, you need the power bracelet to get to level 5. Not only because it's on the side of the river, but because you need the power bracelet just to open the entrance to level 5. Which is, coincidentally, right along the river. Right here. And that is part, whatever the hell part this is. I won't see you next time because, like I said before, this is a video. And actually, you really won't see me next time because I don't appear on camera. You will hear from me next time. So hear from me next time, guys.